In the entries area is where you will find all of the submissions that have been made. They're organized by category. Since each category can have its own set of criteria, there is a unique judge table created for each category and a listing showing you what the total score that each judge has made for this particular entry, showing their grand total to the side. And you can see when there have been uploads, you can simply click on there and download everything in a bundle for this particular entry. It shows you also the status of each of the entries and whether or not an entry has been declared a winner. Awardify doesn't automatically declare winners because often there's a little bit of internal review you need to do to make sure that someone is eligible or that other special considerations are met. So under the Winners tab, the Winner tab here, you can select when someone should be noted as the winner. You can set a custom title for an entry if you wanted to change the name, maybe if something wasn't quite right there, such as if they included their own company name in the title or something like that. You can upload a recipient photo, the logo for the company if you want to, and also select which of the submitted photos you want to use as the representative photo on your winners page. In the payments area, you get a list of all transactions that have come through the online payment system. You see the status of each one. If it says owing and you've enabled manual payment option, that just means this is a payment that you need to collect manual payment for. Once you've received that payment, you can set the date when you've received it and mark as paid, and that will allow this entry to appear before the judges. When a payment has been made, then it shows you the date of the payment, the member who sent it through, and even the secure token if you need to go into your Stripe account and look up this particular transaction, as well as everything that was included in this particular transaction, and along with the total. In the voting area, this is where we configure the rounds for public voting. We'll look at the most recent of these rounds. Simply give the round a name, set the dates for when the round should open and close, and first here you get a list of all entries that are not in a round currently. In the middle, entries that are in this round, and a listing of entries that are in other rounds. So you can help to keep it straight so you're not double listing some entries. And each one has a link so you can jump right over into an entry and make sure that it's got all of its contents ready. In the sponsors area, you can set up the profiles for each of your sponsors. The sponsors list is intended to be kind of sponsor library so that you don't have to recreate all of your sponsors year after year. You simply create a sponsor the first time around, putting in the sponsor's name, their website, uploading a logo, choosing whether or not you want to use a logo by URL or if you want to upload the file itself. And you add a sponsor to a particular season by adding a sponsorship. So you select the season, select the role and the level. If you need to add a new sponsorship for a sponsor in your list, you just choose the season, choose the role if you are using roles on your account, choose the level, and hit save. And now we've got 2 sponsorships for this particular. So this greatly simplifies the work of setting up your sponsors year after year. Rather than having to create them from scratch each time, you simply just add a new sponsorship for that particular season. Your judge data can be downloaded in a couple of places. If you would like to get all of the resulting scores to view in Excel or some other spreadsheet program, you can click Download Scores and choose which season scores you want to download. It'll come in CSV format, which you can open in Excel or anything else. As well as voting. If you're using public voting, you can download voting for that particular season, which will also download as CSV, so that you can perform a little audit for yourself of your voting to make sure you don't have any fraudulent votes coming through. In the users area, we have a list of admins. Those are people who have access to this admin area that we've been looking at. Judges and members. And each part of Awardify has this smart search field. So if you're trying to support a particular member and you have a long list of members, it's easy to quickly start typing in the one that you're looking for, and they'll pop right into the list.